That whooping we just dished out, do you know who'd have been proud of that? Gordon Ramsay.
What is that?
4-1, yeah? And the guy that was under the most scrutiny after Gyökeres was Ebrice Eze, and he bagged himself a hat-trick. So let's start off with talking about that geezer. He got a 10 match rating, one of the first players to score a hat-trick against Tottenham at the Emirates, in God knows how long, I think before my mum was even born, so well done to him. But he just looked like a different player today. You can see from the stats here, he's had 6 shots and 3 on target, so 50% of his shots were going in. Like I think he could have got more. He could have got a 4th. But again, what an exquisite performance. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, and I think all Arsenal fans can agree. When that goal went in by Tottenham, obviously it was a mistake. But do you know, like, seeing 4-1, it kind of just annoys me a little bit. Because it should be 4-0 or even 5-0. But just like a little blunder. And what a great finish by Richarlison. We've got to be unbiased here. I'm not an unbiased fan. It was a great finish. He still had a lot to do. And it was pinpoint accuracy. David Raya tried to do the Spider-Man thing. Didn't work. And obviously it went in. But Zubimendi should have obviously done better. But, I mean, yeah, just seeing 4-1, I was like, oh, man, like, I wanted that clean sheet. Not to chase the Chelsea record. Remember what I said? We're not looking at that. We're looking at silverware. Yeah, we're not about records. But again, it's always good for our team to walk away with a clean sheet. So Ebrice Eze, great performance. Do you know what, as well? There's another player that we need to talk about, and it's Capie. There was a lot of, there was a big spotlight on that centre-back role because Gabriel's injured, obviously. And you know what? He came in and he was making some great challenges. He was commanding the defence. Like, when they're on the counter, he's commanding Calafiori on his side, on the left side. And those are things that you see from an experienced player. And we know that when he plays for Ecuador, he always, you know, is one of their best players. I think, if not, he's the best player on the Ecuadorian team in terms of match ratings, dribbles, tackles, and even passing. So it was great to see him come in, fill in that role, and it was as if we never missed Gabriel in that centre-back position. Obviously, from set pieces, Gabriel is our main threat, yes, but look, we're getting goals from other areas of the pitch. Declan Rice, what a player. He's the anchor in that midfield. And I'm not talking about defensively. I'm just talking about the way he controls the midfield, the way he brings the ball forward. And if you see in the match, the way he runs out to the wings to support Trossard or overlap Trossard, while Calafiori slots in. It's those centre mids you don't really find these days. And it's very, very hard, especially like in England international. Tottenham coming into this game, they've got the best away record. They've not lost. And then there was talks, obviously, that they've been 2-0 down at the Emirates before. They can definitely come back. I'm not going to lie. When that goal went in from them, I was like, yo, we need to chill out. We need to calm down. Because I think we're being a bit too complacent and it led to the goal. But in the end, Arsenal just proved to be too strong. And in the first half, Tottenham didn't have a shot on goal. That's how much we were dominating the ball. And I think it just shows a lot of character by Arsenal because even though we've had a lot of injuries, we're still going out there and we're still making sure we're getting the job done. Obviously, there's a few road bumps here and there because football, no one's perfect in football. Like, we should have won the Sunderland game, we didn't. Fair enough. But this was a good game to bounce back from after international duty, and we did it in style, 4-1. So you know what I'm going to say next? Bring on Bayern Munich. We're ready. Wednesday. Yeah? I've cancelled football so I can watch that. But I think we're ready for Bayern Munich. Hopefully, we get the good boy Gyökeres back. And you know what? It was nice to see Martinelli Madueke back on that bench. Madueke came on, making a few runs. Obviously, he's been off for a while. I didn't expect much from him, but he came on. He did a solid job. Saka as well. Another player that went under the radar. Cutting in. And you know what? There's another one. Sorry, there's so many. Yuri and Timber. Listen, we are so lucky as Arsenal fans to have a player like Yuri and Timber at the back. This guy, he's a good balance. Him and Calafiori are a good balance of great defensively and great attacking. And those types of defenders is very, very hard to find. If you do, you have to pay a lot of money. Yeah, we see the likes of Liverpool. They got Kirkins and Frimpong. They're all great going forward, but they're terrible at going back. And that's why Liverpool leaking goals their front centre. So it just shows you that even though you spend quite a bit on defenders, you see with the injuries now and the way we changed up our game, that it all starting to make sense. So yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Make sure you tune into my video about Bayern Munich versus Arsenal. I did my match score prediction for that and my starting 11. And let's get that dub on Wednesday. We need that. This is a great game to start off with. Till next time.